Right, so I already do my own cemetery headstone cleanings and videos and all of that, and I mean, I've been uploading those to YouTube for many years now, so I really shouldn't be afraid of being in front of a Zoom audition. I really need to tap into my actual cemetery headstone cleaning videos, because those are the moments that I've always been aware of. I am not, I'm never anxious, I'm never nervous, I am myself, and from what I understand with this character of Marge, I am meant to be Marge. So, with that being said, I'm going to start videoing myself playing this role of Marge for the next couple of days until my audition on Saturday, and figuring out which version of Marge works best with me, Natalie. So here's the script. I'm going to start it. Introduction to Marge's office. She is the a boss, the owner of an insurance agency in Florida that is full of quirky, colorful characters. Marge's character was apparently just created recently, and so Fran, the producer who came out here to see the farm 2500 in regards to doing a scene, a shot here of the main character, I had no idea when she arrived that she was going to say anything to me about auditioning for this role of Marge. So I am going to tap into Marge, and I'm going to release all of my inner fears of being judged. I'm going to really utilize my own entities, my mind, my body, my soul, and tap into this character and really take this role with this audition very seriously. I don't know if I'll have my hair to the side that way. Like, I'll just have to figure all this stuff out. You know, I don't know what I want right now. But anyway, so it says that Greg rounds the corner and stands in the doorway looking at Marge, who's in her mid-40s. She's sitting on her desk, in a crisscross manner, arms in the air, eyes closed. Then she hears whale sounds, or not she, there is the sound of whales crying in the background from her music. And she says, "Namaste." Brian, he says, "It's nice to meet you, ma'am. I... ... Marge says, "Let me guess." She holds her fingers to her temple and strains her eyes closed. "Brian, isn't it?" Yes. But he just said my..." Marge now says. "You know how I knew that, Brian? It's because everything happens for a reason. This very moment, it came to me in a dream." Brian says under his breath, "Seems like kind of a boring thing to dream about." Marge then says, "Yes, the universe brought you to me. And it told me, you will not only meet your sales quota this month, but you'll double it. No, triple it. So it is written. So it shall be done. Now, don't get mixed up with the wrong sort, you hear? It's very easy to stumble into the snake pit around these parts like the glades." Brian says, "Snake pit?" Marge leans in close, covering her mouth with her hand. "Round earthers, Capricorns, IRS, to name a few." That's it. And now I just need to remember these lines. So we already know Marge is sitting on her desk. That's why I'm sitting here in this. I did see that other girl who auditioned, and she was sitting on her bed, and they only saw her from here up. So I figure let's utilize this prop, which is the front porch because, well, that's what Fran already had fallen in love with to use for a scene for this actual show. So I'm going to utilize the knowings and take advantage of them, because this is a beautiful background. I mean, it's apparently, I think it is a work from home series as well, so this would make sense. Marge sitting on her desk on the front porch, you know, like, what is this, a desk really? Or, you know, it's like, I got my carpet on here. I don't know. I'm just gonna have fun with it, God, okay? So let me try this one more time. Greg rounds the corner and stands in the doorway, looking at Marge, mid-40s. She's sitting on her desk in a crisscross manner, arms in the air and eyes closed. Wail cries sound out from an unseen speaker. Marge opens her eyes slowly and exhales deeply. She smirks at the sight of the lanky man in front of her. He holds out his hand. She shoos it away and clasps her hands together in front of her. Namaste. It's nice to meet you, ma'am. Let me guess. She holds her fingers to her temple and strains her eyes closed. Brian, isn't it? Yes, but he just said you know how I knew that, Brian? It's because everything happens for a reason. This very moment, it came to me in a dream. Brian, under his breath, says, "It seems like kind of a boring thing to dream about." Marge says, "Yes, the universe brought you to me. It told me, you will not only meet your quota this month, but double it. No, actually triple it. So it is written, so it shall be done. Now, don't get mixed up with the wrong sort, you hear? It's very easy to stumble into the snake pit around these parts, like the Glades." Brian says, "Snake pit?" Marge leans in, hand over mouth, covering her mouth with her hand, and says, "Round earthers, Capricorns, IRS." So Marge is a character that is going to be, well, she's obviously chillaxed. She's a meditative, spiritual person. So this, me sitting on this here, I mean, this might not be Natalie, but in a sense it is Natalie anyway. So I just need to go with all of this. I need to remember my posture. I need to remember my abs to core. This is my whole life. I've been training myself, not for this role. I mean, I don't even really, it doesn't matter what comes of this role, but I have been training myself my whole life, or at least the past 10 years anyway, since moving to Florida, to be the person I want to be. And perhaps that person I want to be is not Marge per se, but rather a person who is willing to venture out there and be whoever I can be. So I don't know if I'm going to wear the hat. I think it's kind of a nice touch because, you know, Marge owns her own insurance agency here in Florida, and Florida is hot. And if she's working from home and she lives on this small farm, well, it's only fitting that Marge wears a hat. So see, when I take my hat off, I almost feel kind of more vulnerable to trying to be pretty. The hat, like, kind of is the best prop I think I can use. I'm not sure I'm gonna wear a dress. I think I might wear my actual, I have a jumpsuit that is much more namaste style. So we'll see how it all goes. I'm gonna have fun with this today. Thank you, life.